Good afternoon. This is Attorney Paz's weekly rants of a criminal defense attorney. So welcome back if you are following my posts every week. This week I would like to talk to you about coming to court. So if you have picked up a case, you have scheduled court dates every 4 to 6 weeks or so. And you need to make sure that on those scheduled court dates, you come to court. And I know this seems like a pretty basic principle, but many clients are like, well, I didn't think I had to appear, or there are other factors involved, like issues getting to court. Like a lot of my clients say, well, I don't have a ride to court, or I don't have, my car broke down, or whatever the case may be. You have picked up a criminal case, and whether or not there is a sufficient basis to support a conviction beyond a reasonable doubt, you still have to answer to those charges. And that's what the purpose of your bond is. So most people post a bond, or you got a promise to appear, but the promise to appear in and of itself is a condition of release. But you've posted a bond, and the purpose of bond is to ensure your presence in court and protect the community and or the victim if there is one in your case. But if you don't appear to court, the court will then think, hey, listen, this bond is obviously not sufficient to ensure your presence in court, and so it should probably be higher. And so then what then happens is that the court orders you rearrested, and a bond will issue, warrant essentially will issue for your arrest. So this happened to me yesterday with a client. I call his name in court. I don't see him in court, so I call his phone. This is around 10:15. Now, keep in mind, you really should be at court by 9:30 the latest. But so it's 10:15 now. I call his phone and he says to me, well, I'm having a problem getting a ride to court. I can't find anyone to take me. And I ask him, I'm like, well, how soon can you get here? And he's like, well, I don't know. I don't have anybody to come pick me up. And I say, well, at that point, then you have to take an Uber. You have to do what you have to do to get here. You have a scheduled court appearance. I don't have money for that. I'm on house arrest. I can't work, etc., etc. And, all of these things I feel for. I really do. It's not me. It's the court. The court does not really care about those things. So, and I say to him, I'm like, listen, I'll wait for a little bit, but you need to make sure you need to get here, or, I'll do my best and try to get the court not to order you rearrested, but I'll ask for another date, but, I can't make any guarantees. Ultimately, it's up to the court. So what I do is I sit there for another hour. The court ends up calling his case around 11:15. And he gets ordered rearrested. The court stays the order until 4 o'clock. So I call my office, call him and say, hey, listen, you need to get to court before 4 o'clock so that the judge can vacate the rearrest. Otherwise, a warrant's going to issue. So I leave. I have to go to court in another jurisdiction for 2 o'clock. So I can't sit there all day, and I don't even know if he's going to appear or when he's going to appear. So, I leave. He gets to court around 12:30, 12:40, and he calls my office and he's like, well, are you coming back here? And I'm like, no, I can't come back there. I went to court on time. I went to court when we were supposed to be in court, and that's the time that you need to make sure that you're in court. So, the clients get all bent out of shape when they get ordered rearrested, but my office sends you a letter in the mail reminder. I tell you in court that day when your next court date is. We send you text message reminders, so when your next court date is going to be, and you need to make sure that you're there. Now, there are some circumstances where the court will excuse your absence, like if you're in the hospital, or if you're in an inpatient treatment program for either psychiatric issues or drug issues, and I have a verifiable letter that you're inpatient at those treatment programs, most of the time the court will waive your appearance unless the court feels that you're kind of ducking sentencing or ducking some other issues and that you're purposefully making yourself unavailable. But absent those kinds of things, usually those situations will excuse you. but I can't get to court because I don't have a ride and I don't have money for an Uber, that's just not going to cut it. And, you know, the court is going to likely order you rearrested, especially if you have a prior BCL, bail commissioner's letter, or you have a prior FTA in the file. So, or if you have prior FTA convictions on your criminal history. So, those are the issues surrounding bond and where your bond can be increased and or a warrant issued for your rearrest. So that's my rant for the day. Like, if you have a court date, go to court. Okay, I can't, I'm not sufficient to just appear on your behalf. You need to physically be there. So if you want to talk to me about that further, my phone number is on the website. You can reach me via email at brittany@ruinattorneys.com. And as always, take care, don't get arrested, and see you soon.